board approval, so we've got to do something better in regards to like a guess. Some kind of estimate, like this is how many kids we normally send over the last 5 years. Here it is, here's the current hotel rates and mileage rates. And then we have to probably go back after the state to even get the final approval. Sorry about that. But that's basically the price of success. And when you're good and you qualify for state, it costs money.
Well, let's get a motion on that. On the state track. Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. State softball. Motion.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Volleyball camp.
So I would like to give a quick update on C and D because they're both the same. So when it gets to summer, every year the board is presented with summer camp. And so it's a typical part of the whole child development process. So school's out, yes, but there's a lot of kids that are still involved in extracurricular activities. So not only for their development, but if you want successful athletic programs, for example, you can't take the whole summer. You have to train, you have to go to camps, you have to participate in summer league. So there's that, but there's also the participation activity. It's not all about competition and winning. That's part of it, but it's also getting kids off the couch and getting them out into something healthy, educational. A lot of times our coaches, they volunteer their time. This is for the good of the kids and for the families. So those lists get put in your board packet for you to review. They're pretty much the same annual camps that we do, but every once in a while you'll see a new one like this volleyball camp. It's a little, the goal of Amanda is to do a road trip to get out of Riverside, experience something, and then also the team development that happens. We all know if we've ever been involved in road trips. So that's for C and D.
Okay, need a motion for C, volleyball camp, Kelso, Washington.
So moved.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. And the summer program. Need a motion.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Carried. Second and final reading, 2320 field trips, excursions, and outdoor education.
Just a quick one to let the audience know. So it's I think a really important note on that when we do field trips, we value, they have to be approved. And outdoor educational experiences, we gotta take district approved transportation. So private transportation, we can't, in my opinion, get lax on that. When I was early in my administrative career, there were 2 kids that died in an accident when they were driving to a wrestling match. And so can you imagine kids driving each other to a school event? It's just not best practice. It's best to get on a yellow bus or other district approved transportation. It's pretty hardcore, but it's best. It's basically no private transportation.
Need a motion on that? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Carried. Second and final reading, 2411 high school equivalency certificate.
Yeah, on that one, I really wanted to quickly highlight it. It gets to Scott's point and it gets to what we were talking about choice. So imagine if you have kids who dropped out of school or they're going through tough times and you could possibly get your high school diploma by passing equivalency exams. So back in the day when I first started, the only way to get credit was if you did your CPAC. You had to come into class, you had to sit down for 90 days, 90 hours to get a semester credit. You had to be physically in the building. Well, nowadays, there's more state language that allows for flexible ways to demonstrate learning. So imagine you have a really smart kid who maybe just doesn't play school well, and they're able to demonstrate that they understand math really, really well. It's no different than when you go to college and you audit a class. don't pass these out freely. Okay? We still believe in being with the teacher, learning from the teacher, learning with your classmates. These are for exceptions. Okay? But there are certain circumstances where a kid could show that they know the material. They just haven't been able to come to positions to it. And I think that's, Peter helped us think through the homeschool piece, and we actually tabled it. This is the one that we brought back and then took through a first reading, now we're to a second. So, yeah, that's what we're, at this point.
Need a motion?
Some of
Any discussion on this? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? G, Riverside Education Association, REA, contract 2024 to 2027. Need a motion? Discussion?
I will abstain from this vote as well.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Riverside Principal Association, RPA, contract 2024, 2027. Need a motion?
So moved.
Discussion?
I just thought I should point out, since there are folks here who aren't in our executive session, we've talked about these extensively already as far as the numbers and making sure that it's a good deal from Ken's point of view, and so I think that's why we're not really talking about it, and that's a little odd.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. We will move into executive session.
I think we talked about maybe 30 minutes.
Well, that's a good estimate, yeah.
Okay.
30 minutes would be good.
If people want to stick around.
Okay.
We're
We're gonna take,
for the announcement.
we're gonna take a quick break. Yeah.
Can you open up your office?
Are you still gonna
Are you
run?
excited?
Started 45 after.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We gotta make.
Oh.
Jim.
Well, really, thanks for,
Oh, next time. Too busy.
Happy summer.